hidden within the remote village of Umuofia, where traditions ran deep and the bonds of family were unbreakable. In this village lived a man named Chidi Okafor, and this is his story. Chidi Okafor was the heir to Okafor Enterprises, a vast business empire built by his father, Chief Okafor, in the busy city of Lagos. Everyone expected Chidi to follow in his father's footsteps, but his heart longed for something more than wealth and power. To find true love, Chidi decided to disguise himself as a baker and a poor man. He left behind his luxurious life and moved to Umuofia, a village far from the city's life. There, no one knew about his wealth or his family background. Life in Umuofia was simple but fulfilling. Chidi took on the name Chidi Ese and lived among the villagers, working and waking up every day to bake on the village streets. This pattern continued for some time. He wanted to find someone who would love him for who he was, not for his wealth. After living in the village and baking on the street for 2 weeks, Chidi decided to bake for food directly from a small village restaurant. This allowed him to encounter different young ladies selling food there. This new pattern exposed Chidi to various kinds of ladies with different characters. Some poured hot pepper water on him, others threw hot food at him, and some even threatened to stab him with kitchen knives. Chidi received many insults, abuses, and humiliations, but he endured it all in his quest for true love. One fateful day, while Chidi was baking for food in one of the village restaurants, he met Adora, the most beautiful girl in Umuofia. She welcomed him into her mother's restaurant and served him a delicious meal for free, without looking down on him or abusing him. After he finished eating, he calmly asked why he was baking in the village. Chidi told her that he had relocated to the village because things had gone completely wrong for him in the city, but he had nothing to feed on or earn a good living. Adora was shocked but pitiful. She gave him some money that could sustain him for a month and offered him free meals at her mother's restaurant for the same period. Chidi was amazed at her kindness. Adora had a heart of gold and a smile that could light up the darkest nights. They became friends, and soon Chidi found himself falling in love with her. Chidi and Adora spent a lot of time together. They would take long walks, talk about their dreams, and laugh until their side hurt. Chidi knew she was the one he wanted to spend his life with, but he was afraid of revealing his true identity. Chidi continued to live a disguised life in the village while secretly asking elderly women about Adora's lifestyle and her family. He received positive feedback, which boosted his desire to speed up the marriage plans. One evening, under the bright moonlight, Chidi gathered the courage to propose to Adora. She accepted with tears of joy in her eyes. Chidi's heart was full, but he was still skeptical about whether her parents would accept him for who he was. One sunny afternoon, Chidi decided to visit Adora's family to ask for her hand in marriage. When he arrived at Chief Okeke's compound, he was nervous but determined. He wore simple clothes, wanting them to see him for who he truly was, not for his wealth. As he spoke to Chief Okeke and his wife, he could see their expressions change. They didn't see him as a worthy suitor for their daughter. Chief Okeke's looked him up and down and mocked. You want to marry my daughter? You, a poor man. Think you can take care of her? He dismissed Chidi rudely, telling him to leave their compound immediately. They poured water on him and chased him away. Chidi was heartbroken, but he didn't give up. Adora heard about what happened and was devastated. She loved Chidi deeply and didn't care about his wealth. She pleaded with her parents, but they wouldn't listen. They believed he was unworthy of her. Determined to keep them apart, Chief Okeke hired some boys to kidnap Chidi and hide him away. They thought this would end their love story, but they didn't know the truth about Chidi. Chidi was not a poor man. In reality, he was a billionaire. He had disguised himself to find true love. Someone who would love him for who he was, not for his wealth. Adora was that person, and he needed to prove it. With the help of some friends, Chidi managed to escape from the boys who kidnapped him. He knew he had to act fast and show Chief Okeke his true identity. Chidi decided it was time to reveal his true identity. He went back to Chief Okeke's compound, this time dressed in his finest clothes. He arrived in a luxurious car, and the villagers were shocked. Chidi walked confidently into Chief Okeke's house. The look on Chief Okeke's face was priceless when he saw Chidi. I am Chidi Okafor, and I love your daughter. I am not a poor man. I am a billionaire, he said. The room was silent. Chief Okeke was speechless. He couldn't believe he had judged Chidi so harshly. He looked at his wife, who was equally stunned. They realized their mistake. Adora couldn't contain her joy when she saw Chidi. She ran into his arms and they embraced. Her parents looked on, beginning to understand the depth of their love. Although she felt shocked and hurt upon realizing that Chidi was a billionaire, she felt betrayed, thinking that he had lied to her all along. Chief Okeke and his wife asked for Chidi's forgiveness. They admitted their mistake and begged him to reconsider his proposal. Chidi could see the sincerity in their eyes. Chidi begged Adora for forgiveness, explaining his reasons for disguising himself. He told her he wanted to be loved for who he was, not for his money. Adora was torn, but she agreed to give him another chance. Chidi worked hard to win back Adora's trust. He spent time with her family, helping them with their daily tasks and showing them that his love for Adora was genuine. Word spread in the village about Chidi's true identity as a disguised billionaire and his quest for true love. Some villagers were skeptical and thought he was only using Adora for his amusement. Chidi had to prove to everyone that his intentions were pure. Adora's parents decided to test Chidi's love. They gave him a series of difficult tasks to complete, hoping to see if he was truly committed to their daughter. Chidi accepted the challenge wholeheartedly. The first task was to rebuild the village well, which had fallen into disrepair. Chidi worked tirelessly, gathering materials and enlisting the help of the villagers. Together they restored the well, earning the community's respect. The second task was to help improve the village school. Chidi used his resources to provide new books, desks, and supplies whiteboard. He even volunteered to teach the children, sharing his knowledge and skills with them. The final task was to organize a grand festival for the village. Chidi coordinated with the villagers to plan a celebration that showcased their rich culture and traditions. The festival was a huge success, bringing joy to everyone.
Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to like, comment, and share our content with your groups and on your timelines. Thank you.
After completing the task, Adora's parents finally accepted Chidi as their future son-in-law. They saw that his love for Adora was real and that he was willing to go to great lengths to prove it. Chidi and Adora started planning their wedding. They wanted it to be a celebration of their love and the union of their families. The whole village was excited and eager to be part of the festivals. Just when everything seemed perfect, a wealthy suitor from a neighboring village arrived, seeking Adora's hand in marriage. His name was Obinna, and he was determined to win her over. Obinna's arrival created tension in the village. He tried to impress Adora's parents with his wealth and connections, making Chidi feel inadequate. Chidi had to remind himself that true love wasn't about money. Adora stood by Chidi's side, reassuring him that her love for him hasn't changed. Together, they faced the pressure from Obinna and his family, determined to prove that their love was stronger than material wealth. The villagers rallied around Chidi and Adora, showing their support for their love. They admired their determination and stood up against Obinna's attempts to buy their favor. The bond between the couple and the community became stronger. Obinna challenged Chidi to a public contest, hoping to humiliate him and win Adora's hand. The contest involved various tests of skill and strength. Chidi accepted the challenge, knowing he had to fight for his love. The contest was intense, with the whole village watching. Chidi gave it his all, relying on his hard work and determination. In the end, Chidi emerged victorious, earning the respect of the villagers and proving his worth. With Obinna's defeat, Chidi and Adora renewed their vows to each other. They promised to always stand by each other's side no matter the challenges they faced. Their love had grown even stronger. Their wedding day was a beautiful celebration of love and unity. The entire village came together to celebrate with them. It was a day filled with joy, laughter, and heartfelt moments. As they began their life together, Chidi decided to invest in the village. He used his resources to improve the infrastructure, support local businesses, and provide better opportunities for the community. Chidi and Adora established a foundation to support education and healthcare in the village. They wanted to give back to the community that had given them so much and create a better future for the next generation. Their love continued to flourish, and soon they were blessed with a beautiful daughter. They named her Nkem, meaning my own. She brought even more joy and purpose to their lives. Their story became a fable in Umuofia, a tribute to the power of love, commitment, and sacrifice. Chidi and Adora inspired others to follow their hearts and believe in the goodness of people. Through their journey, they learned that true love is not about wealth or status, but about understanding, sacrifice, and unwavering support. They showed that with love and determination, even the greatest obstacles could be overcome. And so their story lives on, reminding everyone that love, when tested, only grows stronger. Chidi and Adora's tale became a light of hope and a lesson that true love, forged in kindness and strengthened through trials, could conquer all. As the years passed, Chidi and Adora's family grew, and their legacy of love and generosity continue to enrich the village of Umuofia. Their children and grandchildren learn the values of humility, kindness, and perseverance. The village prospered not just in wealth, but in good spirit, community, and love. And so, dear audience, this is the end of Chidi Okafor's story. Remember, the greatest treasures in life are not measured in gold or silver, but in the love and kindness we share with one another. Thank you for watching.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Also remember to like, comment, and share our content with your friends and on your timelines. Feel free to share your thoughts about the story in the comments section as well. Thank you.